Most testosterone blood tests are done wrong, not by the lab, but the timing. The wrong time of day, the wrong conditions, a single reading when you needed two, and the result is a number that sends you and your doctor down the wrong path entirely. Today, I'm going to show you how to test your testosterone correctly, so the number you get actually means something. My name is Rob Lagana, 33 years of coaching, legally blind, clinically low testosterone, which means I have spent my entire adult life learning how to read my own blood work accurately. This is not medical advice. This is education. Always work with your physician. Testosterone is not a fixed number. It moves throughout the day, depending on what you ate, depending on how you slept, depending on your stress. So if you test at the wrong time, right, under the wrong conditions, you are not, measuring your real testosterone. You are measuring a snapshot that may not reflect at all your actual baseline. And then decisions get made based on that snapshot. Get the timing right, and the number tells the truth. Get it wrong, and everything downstream is built on bad data. If you are not on any exogenous hormones, here are the rules, right, that actually matter, right? Rule 1, test in the morning. Testosterone follows a daily rhythm. It peaks early morning and declines throughout the day. By the afternoon, your levels can be significantly lower than it was at 8 a.m. Right? The clinical standard is to test before 10 a.m. Rule 2, test fasted. Eating, particularly a meal high in sugar or carbohydrates, can temporarily lower your testosterone reading. So the morning test should be done before you eat. Rule 3, test it twice. This is the one almost everyone skips. A single testosterone reading is not a diagnosis. Levels vary day to day. The clinical guidelines are explicit. A proper assessment requires at least 2 separate morning measurements on 2 different days alongside actual symptoms. So one number on its own, it means very little. 2 consistent numbers plus symptoms means something, right? Rule 4, test the full panel, not just total testosterone, free testosterone, and SHBG. Those 3 together tell the story that one number never can. Okay. If you remember nothing else, morning, fasted, twice, full panel. This is how you get a number you can trust. If someone is on any form of exogenous hormone therapy, like TRT, HRT, let's say, prescribed by their physician, the picture changes completely, to be honest with you. Here's the general principle you need to understand. Exogenous hormones shift SHBG, right? Introducing testosterone into a body tends to lower SHBG because the liver responds to the added hormone load. Estrogen, on the other hand, tends to raise SHBG. Thyroid hormone raises it too. So the entire relationship between total testosterone, free testosterone, and SHBG shifts. once exogenous hormones are in the picture. This is exactly why anyone on hormone therapy needs their blood work interpreted by their physician, not compared against like standard natural reference ranges. That doesn't work. The numbers mean different things in that context, right? Part 4, why consistency is everything. For anyone being monitored on hormone therapy, there's one principle that matters above all others, right? Consistency of timing. Hormone levels from injectable therapy rise and fall between doses. Test at one point in that cycle and you get one number. Test at a different point, right, in that cycle, and you get a completely different number. Neither is wrong, but they are not comparable. This is why physicians standardize the draw, right? Testing at the same point relative to dosing every single time. Usually that means measuring at the trough, call it. It's the lowest point, right before the next scheduled dose. Because if your baseline floor is adequate, the protocol is working. The specific protocol is between you and your physician, but the principle is universal. So whatever point you test at the same point every time. Otherwise, you are comparing numbers that just cannot be compared. Here's what all of this comes back to. A blood test is only as good as the conditions it was taken under. The same person can get two completely different, testosterone results in the same week, right? It's simply based on the time of day, right? Whether they ate as well, how they slept, and where they were in their hormonal cycle, right? If you're over 40 and you're trying to understand your hormonal environment, the numbers matter, but the conditions the numbers were taken under matter just as much. Get the conditions right. Test consistently. Test the full panel and bring the results to a physician who knows how to actually read them in context. Very important. This is how you turn your blood work from a confusing snapshot into an actual strategy. The fitness industry tells you to push harder. The lab gives you a single number, and the person in the middle deserves better than both. Your hormonal environment is a system. Measure it correctly, consistently, and completely, and it will tell you exactly what your body needs. Training creates the signal. Recovery creates the change. And accurate data creates a strategy. If this was useful, comment protocol or head to the link in the description. The protocol briefing walks through how we use clinical detail like this to build a recovery first foundation for adults over 40. 5 minutes, no obligation. See you next time.